Do you wonder why people go so bonkers over Mercury retrograde? Why they're feeling fearful when in reality they have an opportunity of using Mercury retrograde to their benefit? Well, the thing is, you're here today, so you are going to be in the know. Hi, I'm Trish McKinley, and for those of you who are new here, hi, welcome. On this channel, we make videos covering ancient wisdom so that you can understand and apply for manifesting easier and faster. If you like that kind of stuff, please subscribe and click the bell icon so you're the first in the know. Now, let's talk about Mercury retrograde. The first thing is, what's retrograde? Retrograde is when the planet appears to be going backwards. Each and every planet goes through this. No planet is truly going backwards. It just is an optical illusion. Each planet has a particular area or areas that it specializes in. For Mercury, that's in communication, transportation, contracts, and electronics. So when we find Mercury retrograde, that's a time when it impacts the relationship of those workings, whether it's communicating, whether it's transportation, and can be frustrating. That's why you find people feeling a little nervous over, my phone's gonna glitch, my email's not gonna go through, and it's an invitation for some trouble. However, you're tuned in today. This is how we're going to use Mercury retrograde to our benefit. We know with communication during Mercury retrograde, things can go a little haywire. So even though you might leave voicemail, follow through. Hey, were you able to get this? I just shot you an email. Can you just double check and make sure it went there? And you can make a joke about Mercury retrograde, but by you taking that final step, following up, people are going to really appreciate, and they're going to know that you are totally on the ball. Number 2, in communication still. Even though you're saying things the way you've always said it, it's an opportunity for things to be just not understood as clearly. They might be distracted. They might be going through things. It might just be glitching within their own electronic field. So before you speak, make sure your message is going to be coming across as clear and as concise as you desire. If you can find an easier way of communicating your message, take that route. Don't overcomplicate things. By being prepared, you're going to know that your communication is being heard the way you're saying it. Now, the thing is, you don't want to say, repeat it back to me. I want to make sure you're understanding exactly what I'm saying. Oh, no. Some people do that, and I know that's not you. What you can do is say, hey, I just want to make sure I'm saying it, it's coming out the way I intend. When you take the time to clarify, people appreciate it. Again, you're going that extra step to make sure that you're not only delivering excellent service, but you're just being such a genuine and authentically kind person. People are going to love it. Now, communicating with yourself. What messages are you giving? Mercury retrograde allows you to pull back this curtain, and it's like taking a deep dive inside. Are you delivering the messages that you want to be hearing? So when you're looking at a message that might even be subtle, it may be something from the past you're not even thinking about, but it's on an autoplay, it's on an auto loop. Instead of saying, I can't do this, which might have just been a natural thing because you heard that message over and over and over. So that's already kind of woven in to your life at this time. You're not even realizing you're giving yourself a negative message. Use Mercury retrograde to re-examine the messages that you are giving to yourself, so that if there's a message that's an old memory, that's an old tape that no longer serves you or your dreams, use Mercury retrograde to delete it. Totally remove it and replace it with an empowering statement. As you go on to transportation, there's going to be unusual traffic jams. It just happens during Mercury retrograde. If you're flying, you'll find that flights are delayed. You'll find unusual traffic jams. You'll find that GPS will take you down a wrong road. So how do you use Mercury retrograde not to get frustrated when it comes to transportation? Double check everything. Just take the time. Just know I'm going to take a couple extra minutes and make sure I've got the right path. Whether it's on your GPS and then look it up on an old-fashioned map, make the time to make sure that you are going to the right location. When you are traveling at the airport, you're stuck, you're worried about missing your flights, give yourself extra buffer time. By having in the extra buffer time, you are going to have a peace of mind that other travelers do not have. Mercury retrograde is actually giving you the gift of time. So if you find yourself stuck in a traffic jam, do just some breathing, relaxing, and releasing. Maybe you have had some tension that's building up. Use that time to relax your shoulders. Feel like a warm, gentle, soothing liquid flowing all the way over you, all the way down your body and off your feet into the ground, taking any of the tension, any of the stress, all the way off you and away from you. By knowing that you have a plan to use this downtime, you're going to look forward and celebrate traffic jams. You are going to be that traveler that other people look at and say, "Ugh, I wish I was doing what she's doing. What does she know that I don't know?" Next, contracts. You would think I'm just talking about contracts as those papers that you sign in agreement of things. Yes, if you come across this is a time where you have to sign a contract, then absolutely double check all the fine print. But we have other contracts that we often don't think about. Contracts with our significant others, contracts with our friends, contracts with ourselves. Okay, now you might be wondering, what are you talking about contract with my partner or significant other? Well, we do have a contract to love and honor and cherish, and sometimes we forget about cherishing them. We're kind of nagging, we're kind of keeping score of things like they do this and I'm doing this, this, and this, and it's not even. Mercury retrograde allows you to reminisce over that time when we fell in love. You're going to be able to focus on all the right things from the relationship and release the things that are keeping you held back from living your fabulous life. Also, you have a contract with yourself. You have a contract to take care of your temple, to feed self-care. If you're not maintaining that contract, use Mercury retrograde to see what areas are you lacking that you could reinvest in yourself. When you take the time to show that you are taking steps, saying you matter, then the universe recognizes you do matter, and you'll find you are becoming the law of attraction of more fantastic stuff just for you. When you look at Mercury retrograde, taking the time to re-examine, are you communicating the right message to others and to yourself? Are you using the transportation mode that is going to make sense for you to not get upset, that you have a plan when it does go awry, whether it's Mercury retrograde or another time? If you are able to be patient with contracts, with electronics going haywire, then you already know that you are at the right place, because you are going to not dread Mercury retrograde, you're going to look forward to it. I would love to hear from you. Please comment below. Do you find yourself impacted with any of the planets going retrograde, especially Mercury retrograde? Or do you feel like you're immune to it? Please comment below and let me know. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Mwah! And for watching, thanks so much for watching. I'll see